It's been more than 2 years, but Invincible is finally back for Season 2, and anticipation could not be higher. But some fans are furious about how the show is being released. An adaptation of Robert Kirkman's comic book of the same name, Invincible follows Mark Grayson, a teenager who discovers he has superpowers and tries to prove himself while also navigating the horrors of high school. Oh, and his dad, Omni-Man, the world's biggest hero, turns out to be a murderous psychopath. As a superhero story, Invincible feels like Stan Lee and Steve Ditko's classic Spider-Man, but with a ton of blood in it, and with more realistic stakes and consequences. The first season was praised for its story, and for avoiding hyper-violence for the sake of shock value. And now Season 2 improves on every aspect of the first season, with a leaner, meaner superhero story.
I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm ready.
Invincible Season 2 picks up where the first season left off, with the aftermath of Mark's fight against his father, which destroyed most of Chicago. In Season 2, the show vastly expands the scope of the story. It heads into outer space and introduces a big alien threat, while also going deeper into Mark's personal coming-of-age story and his struggles with his father's betrayal. But some fans online are disappointed with the new season. Not at the content of the season itself, but the fact that we're only getting 4 episodes initially, with the second half of the season premiering next year. Is their complaint justified? It's understandable to be sad about having to wait longer to get the full picture of Season 2, but once you see all 4 episodes of this first part of the season, it becomes clear that it is worth the wait. For one, the new episodes look stunning. The studio Wind Sun Sky Entertainment, as well as animators Maven Image Platform, have vastly improved the animation from the first season, which looked stiff and had limited animation, often over-relying on CGI. By comparison, the new season has more fluid action scenes, with proper choreography and a sharper art style, to match other action-heavy animated shows. As the story heads into outer space and involves dozens more characters, as well as the threat of an invasion by a huge alien empire, the production is bound to get bigger. This means more work for the animators, and more time to produce the show. At a time when poor working conditions in the animation industry are becoming widely known, that Invincible is seemingly taking longer while avoiding crunch time is not a bad thing. While we'll only get half of the season this year, remember that we did get an extra episode in the summer about Adam Eve. That episode was the same length and quality as the rest of the season, which also takes time.
Cool.
Remember that each episode of Invincible, unlike most animated shows, is around 40 minutes, as opposed to the standard 20 minutes. That means more work for the animation team, and it also means that we essentially get twice as many episodes, from a certain point of view. Sustaining that level of quality for that runtime is not easy for a production. Splitting a season and delaying its second half is nothing new, particularly in animation. Look at Spy Family, which split its first season into 2 halves that aired 4 months apart. Or how Bleach: Thousand Year Blood War split its season into 3 parts, starting in 2022 and ending next year. Of course, the most notorious example of this is Attack on Titan. The hugely popular anime entered what was supposed to be its final season in December 2020, and is only ending now. This is in no small part due to the pandemic, and also because the latter parts of the manga are quite complex and require a lot of time and work to translate into animation. Rather than making fans wait 4 years in between the 3rd and 4th seasons, like what happened after Season 1, the production decided to split the final season into 4 chunks. When it comes to Invincible, the question likely came down to either splitting the season and giving fans half a story now, or making them wait even longer before releasing the whole thing. See for yourself how the showrunners handled it. Part 1 of Season 2 is on Amazon Prime now.